welcome back to the channel. Today we are covering the questions and answer on Marketing Cloud Email Specialist. To find the complete list of questions and answer, please go to the playlist link provided in the description. If you find this video helpful, please let us know in the comment section and we really appreciate if you like and subscribe to our channel. Now, the question is, a marketer at Northern Trail Outfitters sends a promotional offer every week to a data extension that contains all new subscribers from the previous week. What would the marketer create to automate the send and save time? Options are option A user initiated email, option B a simple send email, option C a recurring send schedule via guided send, and option D a transactional send classification. The correct option is option C. Next question is, Northern Trail Outfitters has hired a new email designer who needs to be trained in AMP script. Which statement best describes how AMP script can be used to customize email messages? Options are option A automates the template creation process. Option B provides advanced content personalization. Option C automates the flow of creating email messages. And option D inserts responsive content based on the user's viewing device. The correct option is option B. Next question is, which type of data can a subscriber easily update via the profile center? Choose two options, and the options are option A email address, option B data extension fields, option C order history, and option D list attributes. The correct option is option A and D. Next question is, a marketer at Northern Trail Outfitters wants to add a subscriber to a data extension and follow up with a thank you email by using Smart Capture. Which action does the marketer need to take in Processing tab when creating the Smart Capture form? Choose two options, and the options are option A refresh the data filter, option B add to data extension, option C send the email via triggered send, and option D add a new subscriber to a list. The correct option is option B and C. Next question is, what can be used to join two data extension to segment via drag and drop segmentation? Options are option A subscriber key, option B subscriber ID, option C data relationships, and option D send relationship. The correct option is option A. Next question is, Northern Trail Outfitters wants to leverage content builder templates to streamline the email creation process. For its monthly email newsletter, NTO includes content specific to the company's loyalty and non-loyalty members. How should NTO build the email? Options are Option A, create dynamic content with a SQL query activity. Option B, create a template-based email using dynamic content. Option C, create multiple versions of the email for loyalty and non-loyalty members. And option D, create a template and log content in the template. The correct option is option B. Next question is, a marketer wants to run account send summary report. Which option can be configured when running this report? Choose three options, and the options are: option A, report results delivery location; option B, report results file format; option C, error report log location; option D, date range parameters; and option E, error handling parameters. The correct option is option A, D, and E. Next question is, a small company with limited resources has started to use the marketing cloud. They have a single master data extension for all of their subscribers. When a subscriber opts in to receive communications, they will receive a monthly newsletter, weekly promotions, and a birthday email. What is the optional way to manage unsubscribes by communication type? Options are: option A, create a Boolean field for each communication type in the data extension and update the profile center. Option B, create suppression list for each communication type and associate the suppression list on the send definition. Option C, create separate data extension for each communication type and customize the subscription page. And option D, create publication list for each communication type and associate the publication list on the send definition. The correct option is option B. Next question is, a marketing manager needs to evaluate two creative versions to determine which is more effective in increasing sales conversions and if this correlation to the version that receives the most clicks. Which two A or B test options should be used? Choose two options, and the options are: option A, the test administrator selects the desired audience test segment sizes. Option B, the test administrator manually selects the versions to send to the reminder. Option C, the system automatically sends the winning version of to the reminder audience. And option D, the test administrator chooses which subscribers to place in each audience. The correct option is option A and C. Next question is, Northern Trail Outfitters has a list of platinum members containing 50,000 subscribers and a lifetime members list containing 20,000 subscribers, 7,000 subscribers in the lifetime member list also exist in the platinum member list. An email was deployed to the platinum member, but the marketing team would now like to send the same email to the lifetime member list. Which feature should be used when sending the second email to ensure that the 7,000 subscribers that exist on both lists don't receive the same email twice? Options are: option A, exclusive script; option B, suppression list; option C, domain exclusion list; and option D, exclusion list. The correct option is option D. Next question is, what is a true statement about subscriber key? Choose three options, and the options are: option A, subscriber key allows an email address to appear multiple times in a list for all subscribers when populated with a value older than an email address. Option B, subscriber key is mapped to a field in a sendable data extension when defining a send relationships. Option C, subscriber key and primary key are interchangeable terms. Option D, subscriber key is a unique identifier for a subscriber and can be populated with an email address or another unique value. And option E, subscriber key determines what updates type will be available when importing data. The correct option is option A, B, and D. Next question is, a national landscape company wants to send targeted email to customers to remind them of their upcoming loan treatment. Depending on the service, clients will be receive either one or two emails. The data for the campaign is in two separate data extensions. Customer number is primary key field in both data extension. Which tool can be used to segment the data? Choose two options, and the options are option A, drag and drop segmentation, option B, data extract activity, option C, send definition, and option D, query activity. The correct option is option A and D. Thank you. Back to the channel. Today we are covering the questions and answer on Marketing Cloud Email Specialist. To find the complete list of questions and answer, please go to the playlist link provided in the description. If you find this video helpful, please do like and subscribe to our channel. Now, the question is, which data model should be used to create a group? Options are option A, active audiences, option B, data filters, option C, lists, and option D, data extensions. The correct option is option C. Next question is, each time Northern Trail Outfitters sends its monthly promotional email, the volume of support calls spike. The executive team would like the marketing team to slowly send emails throughout the day to avoid customers waiting on hold. Which feature should the marketing team use to achieve this? Options are option A, send flow, option B, send email activity, option C, send throttling, and option D, triggered send. The correct option is option D. Next question is, when using a mobile optimized template, what causes the mobile layout to display? Options are option A, the specific device that is used to view the email. Option B, the screen size of the device that is used to view the email. Option C, a subscriber attribute that dictates a mobile layout preference. And option D, the email client detection tracking pixel. The correct option is option D. Next question is, a marketer uses email approvals in which send process must an email have an approved status prior to send. Choose three options, and the options are option A or B tests, option B, scheduled sends, option C, send previews, option D, triggered sends, and option E, test sends. The correct option is option A, B, and D. Next question is, which feature can a marketer use to individualize content in an email? Choose three options, and the options are option A, specialized content, option B, audience segmentations, option C, predictive content, option D, personalization string, and option E, dynamic content. The correct option is option B, D, and E. Next question is, which tactic will improve deliverability for a new sender? Options are: Option A, send email during the holiday season when new senders are less likely to be detected. Option B, send email to a minimum 000 subscribers per ISP per day. Option C, send email to ISPs that have even notified of the new sender. And option D, send email to the most active and engaged customers. The correct option is option D. Next question is, what is a true statement about the master unsubscribe? Choose three options. And the options are: Option A, subscribers can log into the Salesforce Marketing Cloud to unsubscribe. Option B, subscribers can be manually unsubscribed in subscriber properties. Option C, subscribers can master unsubscribe themselves via the subscription center. Option D, subscribers can be master unsubscribed via an import to all subscribers. And option E, subscribers can contact the Salesforce Marketing Cloud to unsubscribe. The correct option is option A, B, and C. Next question is, which variable can be tested using the A or B testing tool? Choose three options. And the options are: Option A, email content. Option B, pre-header. Option C, IP address. Option D, from name. And option E, ISP. The correct option is option A, B, and D. Next question is, a marketing team is using the import activity to import a CSV file into a data extension. The file location is the key system default file location, enhanced FTP. The import has failed and the error is file not found. Which two steps should resolve the issue? Choose two options. And the options are: Option A, use the import wizard to point to rename the file on the FTP. Option B, ensure the file to be imported is in import folder on the enhanced FTP. Option C, ensure the name of the file in the import activity matches the file name on the FTP. And option D, change the file format from comma separated value to tab delimited. The correct option is option A and C. Next question is, a marketer is importing a file using the import wizard and wants to ensure that only new records are added during the import process. How can the marketer achieve this? Choose two options. And the options are: Option A, ensure that the data extension contains a primary key. Option B, select the data type, select the update type, add and update. Option C, select the update type overwrite. Option D, select the update type add only. The correct option is option A and B. Next question is, a marketer sends an email to a sendable data extension. The data extension has a subscriber relationships that matches customer ID on the data extension to subscriber key on the all subscribers list. What is a true statement regarding the default email sent behavior for a pre-existing subscriber? Options are: Option A, the email will be sent to the email address stored on the data extension. Option B, the email will be sent to the email address stored on the all subscribers list. Option C, the email will be sent to the field marked as the primary key. And option D, the email will be sent to the subscriber key on the all subscribers lists. The correct option is option B. Next question is, which two subscribers audiences can be created by using measures in a data filter? Choose two options. And the options are: Option A, subscribers who have opened an email in the past 30 days. Option B, subscribers within a 30-mile radius of a zip code. Option C, subscribers who have submitted spam complaints in the last week. And option D, subscribers who have not clicked in the past 3 months. The correct option is option A and D. Next question is, a marketer at Northern Trail Outfitters is teaching new associates the essentials of designing emails for the company's subscriber. What is a key component of optimized email design? Choose three options. And the options are: Option A, build email templates with HTML paste. Option B, ensure the email renders well in mobile apps. Option C, include an unsubscribe button. Option D, segment the email's target audience. And option E, included personalization and dynamic content. The correct option is option A, B, and E. Next question is, a marketer is using a list-based sending and wants to segment subscribers who have a value of EMEA in the reason attribute. Which tool will produce the audience? Options are: Option A, Audience Builder. Option B, Drag and Drop Segmentation. Option C, Query Activity. And option D, Guided Send. The correct option is option B. Next question is, a marketing associate wants to use the validate button to ensure an email is canned spam complaint. Which information does the associate needs to provide in order for the email to pass validation? Choose two options. And the options are: Option A, profile center URL. Option B, company website URL. Option C, physical mailing address. And option D, terms and conditions policy. The correct option is option D. Thank you. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are covering the questions and answer on Marketing Cloud Email Specialist. To find the complete list of questions and answer, please go to the playlist link provided in the description. Our team is working hard to keep the content up to date. If you find this video helpful, please let us know in the comment section. We really appreciate if you like and subscribe to our channel. Now, the question is, a customer leverages transactional messages to send order confirmation. What type of message is most suitable in this situation? Options are option A, triggered email, option B, send flow, option C, user initiated email, and option D, test send. The correct option is option A. Next question is, Northern Tail Outfitters NTO has created a new onboarding series for customers who have purchased its fitness tracker. Customers were automatically opted in and received 3 emails from NTO within one day. The onboarding series includes personalized recommendations but lacks an easy way to opt out or update preferences. In this scenario, what best practice was achieved? Options are option A, opting customers in automatically, option B, personalized recommendations, option C, sending multiple emails in one day, and option D, preventing customers from opting out. The correct option is option B. Next question is, a national public university distributed a newsletter to alumni, students, faculty, and prospective students. The university's marketing team wants to see the results of the email campaign. Which two items of information and data about the performance of an individual send can be exported from tracking in Email Studio? Choose two answers. Options are option A, subscribers who click on a specific link, option B, performance data on the overview tab, option C, number of clicks from mobile devices, and option D, images showing how the email rendered on different devices. The correct option is option B and C. Next question is, Northern Train Outfitters wants to identify subscribers with something other than an email address. What value can be used to accommodate this? Options are option A, subscriber key, option B, subscriber attributes, option C, primary key, and option D, system preferences. The correct option is option A. Next question is, Northern Trail Outfitters NTO is launching a monthly newsletter for its subscriber to opt in to NTO needs to ensure can spam complaints. In which two ways can they avoid emails being blocked or marked as a spam? Choose two options. And the options are option A, include a contact us link in the footer. Option B, use a clear from name that is easily recognized. Option C. Include a physical mailing address of the company. And option D. Use animated emojis in subject lines to draw the eye. The correct option is option B and C. Next question is, a market needs to share report results with a manager. When using reports in the Marketing Cloud user interface, which three options can be used to deliver the report to the manager? Choose three answers. Options are option A, email the report. Option B, text a link to the report. Option C, notify the manager with a pop-up. Option D, save the report as a snapshot. And option E, save the report to an FTP folder. The correct option is option A, D and E. Next question is, what single place in Content Builder would a marketer store CSS used in several paste HTML templates? Options are option A, style block. Option B, code snippet. Option C, script activity. And option D, free-form code block. The correct option is option A. Next question is, Northern Trail Outfitters (NTO) has been sending emails for about 10 years. A new marketing manager noticed NTO's deliverability continually decreased over the last year. NTO wants to grow its existing subscriber base and increase its ROI on email marketing by improving engagement with its subscribers. Which three strategies will help improve NTO's email deliverability? Choose three options. And the options are option A, authenticate email sending to distinguish it from spammers. Option B, purge old or inactive email addresses. Option C, ensure the spam complaint rate is between 1% and 3%. Option D, purchase lists from companies that guarantee users have opted in. And option E, encourage subscribers to add the company's sending domain to their address books. The correct option is option A, B and E. Next question is, Northern Trail Outfitters quality assurance process requires that a team of users evaluates all parameters of an email sent, including email, subject line, send classification, and other properties, prior to manually sending the email. What tool in Email Studio enables a marketer to save and execute to send manually? Options are option A, send flow. Option B, user initiated email. Option C, send activity. And option D, guided send. The correct option is option D. Next question is, a marketer wants to grow the company's email subscriber list via social channels and its mobile app. Which best, which best practice can the marketer use to grow the subscriber list? Choose two options. And the options are Option A. Provide and opt in checkbox on the email app registration form. Option B. Promote content on social channels that request an email address. Option C. Search Facebook fans profile for mail addresses. And option D. Send unsolicited request on Twitter to sign up for email. The correct option is option A and B. Thank you. Back to the channel. Today we are covering the questions and answer on Marketing Cloud Email Specialist. To find the complete list of questions and answer, please go to the playlist link provided in the description. If you find this video helpful, please like and subscribe to our channel. Now, the question is, a marketer wants to delete subscribers from a data extension if the records are older than 30 days. How should the marketer accomplish this task? Options are: Option A. Set data retention in the properties of the data extension to delete records older than 30 days. Option B. Use the mass delete wizard to automatically delete any records older than 30 days from the data extension. Option C. Set a reminder in the campaign calendar each day to manually delete the records from the data extension. And option D. Use the import activity in Automation Studio and select the delete records option for the specified time frame. The correct option is option A. Next question is, a client leverages transactional messages to send ad hoc order confirmations. Which type of message is most suitable in this situation? Options are: Option A. Triggered email. Option B. Test send. Option C. Guided send. And option D. User initiated email. The correct option is option A. Next question is, when creating a custom email with the HTML paste editor, which feature can be inserted into the HTML code by using the insert tools? Choose two options. And the options are: Option A. Email open tracking. Option B. Stored content boxes. Option C. Link tool tips. And option D. Physical mailing address. The correct option is option A and C. Next question is, what is a capability of a data relationship? Options are: Option A. Join three or more data extensions together to create a filtered data extension. Option B. Join a list and a data extension to filter the combined data. Option C. Join data extension together to create one combined data extension. And option D. Join data extension to filter or segment the fields from data extensions. The correct option is option D. Next question is, which feature would a marketer use to build a send classification? Choose two options. And the options are: Option A. Custom profile center. Option B. Delivery profile. Option C. Reply mail profile. And option D. Sender profile. The correct option is option B. Next question is Northern Trail Outfitters NTO created several lists of subscribers and would now like to send an email to all female subscribers, which feature allows NTO to easily target this segment. Options are option A Smart Capture, option B Publication List, option C List Detective, and option D Filtered Group. The correct option is option D. Next question is an account has subscriber key enabled and will be providing a unique key for each subscriber from an external system. A marketer wants to create a data extension for sending email campaigns. Which two steps should the marketer take when creating the data extension? Choose two options, and the options are option A set the email address column as primary key, option B relate the email address to subscriber key, option C and in properties check the is sendable option, option D set the column with subscriber key as primary key. The correct option is option A and B. Next question is a marketer creates a new sendable data extension and defines the customer ID field as the field in the sent relationships that relates to subscribers on subscriber key. What will the send status in all subscribers be associated with? Options are option A the customer ID field in the data extension, option B the subscriber ID in a system data view table, option C the email address field in the data extension, and option D the email address profile attribute. The correct option is option A. Next question is a marketing manager is reporting on the degree of customer engagement with the company's email. Which metric can be used? Options are option A click through rates, option B list growth rates, option C influenced revenue, and option D bounce rate. The correct option is option A. Next question is a customer has a send log they are using to track the email addresses that were sent to, date and time of the send, and the name of the email sent for reporting purposes. Per best practice, the customer stores 30 days of data in their send log and then archives the data into another data extension that holds data for 1 year. Which activity should be used to achieve the backup automatically? Options are option A import file, option B data extract, option C SQL query, and option D filter. The correct option is option B. Next question is how is primary key used? Options are option A primary key is used when defining a send relationship. Option B primary key is the unique value to identify a subscriber. Option C. Primary key identifies a row or a field in a data extension as unique. And option D. Primary key prevents data from being overwritten in a data extension. The correct option is option D. Next question is, an email marketer has been tasked with increasing open rates on a weekly newsletter that currently uses a consistent identifiable subjects line NTO weekly. Topics of interest this week. Which two best practices should the marketer use to make the subject line more effective? Choose two options. And the options are: option A, include RE, FWD, etc. to get the reader's attention. Option B, A or B, test the effectiveness of different subjects. Option C, keep the subject's text between 50 and 100 characters long. And option D, include information relevant to the message in the subject line. The correct option is option B and D. Thank you. Back to the channel. Today we are covering the questions and answer on Marketing Cloud Email Specialist. To find the complete list of questions and answer, please go to the playlist link provided in the description. If you find this video helpful, please like and subscribe to our channel. Now the question is, why should a marketer ensure that field lengths are accurate when creating a data extension? Choose two options, and the options are: option A, to save the data extension; option B, to optimize import process speed; option C, to ensure data integrity; and option D, to determine the correct data type. The correct option is option B and C. Next question is, what is a master unsubscribe? Options are: option A, when a subscriber unsubscribes from a publication list via an email unsubscribe link. Option B, when a subscriber unsubscribes from all emails sent from the Salesforce Marketing Cloud. Option C, when a subscriber unsubscribes from a list in the subscription center. And option D, when a subscriber unsubscribes from all emails sent from an account. The correct option is option D. Next question is, a marketer wants to create an email that will look great on both a desktop computer and a mobile device. However, the marketer is not familiar with writing code for responsive designs and does not have available resources to design the email. Which template can the marketer choose when creating an email? Options are: option A, responsive web templates; option B, media template; option C, mobile optimized template; and option D, standard template. The correct option is option C. Next question is, a marketer is using an import activity on a highly basis to import subscriber data into a data extension. What is a true segment about the import activity? Choose three options, and the options are: option A, An import activity can be executed manually. Option B, the import activity is under subscribers in the email application. Option C, an import activity can be used in an automation created in Automation Studio. And option D, the file for an import activity must be placed in a folder on a FTP site. And option E, the file for an import activity can be on a desktop computer. The correct option is option C, D and E. Next question is, which actions are taken when a subscriber selects the one-click unsubscribe link at the footer of an email sent from a list? Options are: option A, the subscriber is automatically redirected to the subscription center to unsubscribe from publications. Option B, the subscriber is automatically unsubscribed from all subscribers at the enterprise level. Option C, the subscriber is automatically unsubscribed from the business unit from which the sent originated. And option D, the subscriber is automatically unsubscribed from the list from which the sent originated. The correct option is option D. Next question is, what is required on an email message by the United States Can Spam Act? Choose two options. And the options are: option A, an emailing address. Option B, physical mailing address. Option C, a way to unsubscribe. And option D, a link to the sender's website. The, the correct option is option B and C. Next question is, Northern Train Outfitters needs to ensure that valued customer appears if no data exists in that field for a subscriber when using a personalization string to display the first name field in a data extension. How can the marketer most easily achieve this during creation of the data extension? Options are: option A, ensure the nullable box is not checked for the first name field. Option B, fill in the source data with valued customer for each blank first name field. Option C, mark first name as the primary key. And option D, make valued customer the default value for the first name field. The correct option is option D. Next question is, a marketer is about to introduce content builder to the entire Northern Trail Outfitters marketing team. Which three considerations should the marketing team keep in mind as they begin using content builder? Choose three options. And the options are: option A, create a folder structure prior to importing assets. Option B, import duplicate copies of content for different messages or groups. Option C, establish a naming convention optimized for search. Option D, review permissions and roles for users accessing content builder. And option E, focus on creating and importing content for one primary channel? The correct option is option A, C, and D. Next question is a marketing team has switched from the classic editor to content builder in Email Studio. All images, content blocks, and emails were saved in one folder. How should these saved items be found in Content Builder? Options are option A, create folders and move content. Option B, filter based on content type. Option C, add tags to each piece of content. And option D, rename content to be alphabetical. The correct option is option A. Next question is Northern Trail Outfitters NTO uses link aliases within the HTML versions of its email to indicate where clicks occurred. Even if the same URL is used multiple times within a send, a marketing employee has been asked to pull the email address of all customers who clicked on the link associated with main banner top in NTO's most recent newsletter. Where can the marketer most easily find this information? Options are option A, tracking job links tab URL ID. Option B, tracking click activity tab email overlay view. Option C, tracking overview tab clicks. And option D, tracking click activity tab link view. The correct option is option B. Next question is a company has 1 million subscribers. The company has a master data extension that contains information about its subscribers, such as email address, physical mailing address, phone number, and loyalty information. There are 40 fields in the data extension. The data is used for multiple daily email campaigns. How should the data be updated? Options are option A, a scheduled automation to import a file containing all of their subscribers. Option B, a scheduled automation to occur every 15 minutes to ensure the data is current. Option C, a file drop automation to execute and import every time a record is updated or added. And option D, a scheduled automation to import a nightly file of updated or changed records. The correct option is option A. Thank you. Back to the channel. Today we are covering the questions and answer on Marketing Cloud Email Specialist. To find the complete list of questions and answer, please go to the playlist link provided in the description. Our team is working hard to keep the content up to date. If you find this video helpful, please let us know in the comment section. We really appreciate if you like and subscribe to our channel. Now, the question is Northern Trail Outfitters NTO would like to target members who recently received and opened any promotional email with the subject line NTO Spring Sale. What feature should be used to target these members? Options are Option A, email send report. Option B, group refresh. Option C, SQL query activity. And option D, engagement split. The correct option is option A. Next question is, an email marketing team has been tasked with building a new email that pulls in personalized content based on customers' preferences. The team has decided to create dynamic rules to accomplish this setup. What are the four elements that are required for the creation of a dynamic content rule? Options are: option A, preferences, value, operator, lists. Option B, lists, value, operator, images. Option C, customers, value, operator, content. And option D, attribute, value, operate, content. The correct option is option D. Next question is, Northern Trail Outfitters NTO offers a 90-day trial on weekly snack box subscriptions. NTO would like to send out a series of emails to educate and remind members to purchase the subscription before the trial ends. What tool is an option for this scenario? Options are: option A, contact builder. Option B, automation studio. Option C, send flow. And option D, content builder. The correct option is option B. Next question is, a marketing team is using two systems to send emails. The team wants to maintain unsubscribed information between both of the systems in order to remain compliant. They would like to update marketing cloud subscription status weekly based on unsubscribes from the other system. Which solution should they use to maintain subscriber status? Options are: option A, import unsubscribers into a data extension, then update status with a query. Option B, create an automation triggered on unsubscribes from the other system. Option C, create a suppression workflow for the unsubscribed accounts. And option D, import unsubscribers with the appropriate status into all subscribers. The correct option is option A. Next question is, the marketing team would like to send an email to an audience on a weekly basis. The team receives multiple files each week that need to be imported and joined to build the target audience for the email. Which tool is recommended to execute this process? Options are: option A, automation studio. Option B, playbooks. Option C, data extract activity. And option D, filter activity. The correct option is option C. Next question is, while testing an email with dynamic content in Content Builder, proofs of 5 content variations need to be reviewed directly in the inbox of a marketer's quality assurance specialist and the marketing manager. A data extension named My Test Data contains only the variations needed. Which method should be used to accomplish this task? Options are: Option A, enter the email address to receive proofs and then select the specific records from a list or data extension whose rendering should be sent. Option B, choose data extension of contacts and then choose to send based on recipient test data extension. Option C, create a test data extension that contains the 5 content variations the two team members need to validate. Option D, enter the email address to receive proofs and then choose to send based on subscriber preview my test data. The correct option is option A. Next question is: Northern Trail Outfitters marketing team includes the nearest store to customers in the template of its emails. This data extension only needs to be updated when store information changes, such as when a new store opens or a store closes. How can this be achieved? Options are: Option A, create an automation to begin when information changes on a store object using a workflow rule. Option B, create a scheduled automation to import the file on a recurring basis with the store information. Option C, create a file drop automation to import the file when placed on the specified directory on the enhanced FTP. And option D, create a file drop automation to initiate when the store's data extension is updated via import. The correct option is option A. Next question is: What can a marketer do to enhance a welcome series campaign? Choose two options. And the options are: Option A, require that the subscriber refer a friend. Option B, personalize email content. Option C, send free emails on the first day after sign up. And option D, share the email program's value proposition. The correct option is option B and D. Next question is: Northern Train Outfitters sends email order confirmations to customers who have made online purchases. These emails must follow the transactional CAN spam classification requirements. Which feature would a marketer use to classify a send under this CAN spam classification? Options are: Option A, send classification. Option B, send definition. Option C, delivery profile. And option D, sender profile. The correct option is option A. Next question is: What is a function of the content detective tool? Options are: Option A, it helps guarantee placement of emails into the inbox. Option B, it helps display content in a context box. Option C, it helps identify spam triggers in email content and subject lines. And option D, it helps track customer traffic generated by content areas within an email. The correct option is option C. Next question is: Northern Train Outfitters wants to maintain enterprise-wide opt-outs for two segments of its subscribers: education, events, and sales. Which feature would the company use? Options are: Option A, shared emails. Option B, shared portfolio items. Option C, shared data extensions. And option D, shared publications lists. The correct option is option D. Next question is: a customer would like to automate a weekly email campaign using Automation Studio. Which send method would the customer use to configure the email? Options are: Option A, send preview. Option B, user initiated. Option C, test send. And option D, guided send. The correct option is option C. Next question is: the marketing team would like to remind customers they can receive 10% off all purchases they make during the week of their birthday as a way to increase customer engagement. Which tool would the marketing team use to send an email notifications to customers based on a subscriber specific date? Options are: Option A, AMP script. Option B, data relationships. Option C, data extract activity. And option D, playbooks. The correct option is option D. Thank you. Back to the channel. Today we are covering the questions and answer on Marketing Cloud Email Specialist. To find the complete list of questions and answer, please go to the playlist link provided in the description. Our team is working hard to keep the content up to date. If you find this video helpful, please let us know in the comment section. We really appreciate if you like and subscribe to our channel. Now, the question is: a marketer needs to import a text file and does not have access to the account's enhanced FTP site. What is the recommended way to import the data? Options are: Option A, data extract activity interactions. Option B, import subscriber wizard. Option C, import activity interactions. And option D, manual data filter refresh. The correct option is option B. Next question is: a marketer needs to create an attribute named gender that has a drop down menu with appropriate values in the profile center. How can this be accomplished? Choose two options. And the options are: Option A, select the data type as text. Option B, set a custom maximum length of 6. Option C, create restricted values. And option D, select the attribute as required. The correct option is option C and D. Next question is: a marketer sent a promotional email to contact who recently attended a trade show. The data extension used for the send contained 3,100 records. The delivery rate on the send was lower than anticipated. After viewing tracking information, C determined many email addresses were problematic, which send tracking Metric provides the bounds description address is non-existent at the domain. Options are option A soft bounds, option B blocked bounds, option C hard bounds, and option D undeliverable. The correct option is option C. Next question is using measures what data can a marketer use to segment an audience? Options are option A geographical data, option B first name attributes, option C gender data, and option D open data. The correct option is option D. Next question is which segmentation activity can be used to refresh data on a recurring schedule via an automation? Choose two options, and the options are option A SQL query activity, option B data extract activity, option C filter activity, and option D segment activity. The correct option is option A and C. Next question is what is the timeline for which an unsubscribe request must be honored and processed as outlined by the CAN-SPAM Act? Options are option A 5 business days, option B 30 calendar days, option C 10 business days, and option D 24 hours. The correct option is option C. Next question is Northern Trail Outfitters NTO would like to evaluate which email content customers click most frequently. The email team wants to track click behavior for all linked hero images using the naming convention Hero CTA, which two different methods would ensure click behavior on these images if tracked with this naming convention. Choose two options, and the options are option A include hero CTA1 in the file name for each hero image. Option B add hero CTAN to the tracking alias field for each link. Option C include an alias attribute in each anchor tag and populate it with hero CTA. And option D include hero CTA in the link tooltip fields for each link. The correct option is option A and B. Next question is a marketer is using list based sending and wants to segment subscribers who have a value of EMEA in the reason attribute. What tool will produce this audience? Options are option A SQL query activity, option B audience builder, option C filters, and option D send flow. The correct option is option C. Next question is how can AMP script customize email messages? Options are option A provide advanced content personalization. Option B, insert responsive content based on the user's viewing device. Option C, automate the value of creating email messages. And option D, automate the template creation process. The correct option is option A. Next question is, Northern Trail Outfitters NTO would like to send shipping email notifications to members. Shipping fulfillment data is included in a file which is moved at frequent intervals to a folder on NTO's enhanced FTP account. Which solution can be used to achieve this? Options are option A, triggered email in Email Studio. Option B, import activity in Email Studio. Option C, file drop entry source in Journey Builder. And option D, file drop starting source in Automation Studio. The correct option is option D. Next question is, a marketer wants website visitors to have the options to subscribe to specific publications and make updates to their profile. Which tool would the marketer use in this scenario? Options are option A, subscriber group. Option B, send log. Option C, data filter. And option D, web collect. The correct option is option D. Next question is, a marketer is designing email for mobile devices. Which three designs best practices would the marketer use? Choose three options. Options are option A, stack the content in a single column. Option B, keep copy simple and direct. Option C, use image-based text for hieroglyphics. Option D, cut content to make the message fit above the fold. And option E, design with the most important content at the top. The correct option is option A, B and E. Next question is, what tool is recommended to render personalization strings, AMP script and dynamic content in an email message before sending it to a subscriber? Options are option A, list detective. Option B, preview and test. Option C, send flow. And option D, test send. The correct option is option B. Next question is, which action will the validate tool complete when initiated? Options are option A, ensure subscribers have not unsubscribed or are undeliverable. Option B, confirm that each content area specified in the dynamic content rules exists. Option C, identify phrases like click here or free that could be marked as spam. And option D, ensure subscriber's status at the time of send is subscribed or bounced. The correct option is option B. Next question is, which feature can be included in a context box? Choose three options. Options are option A, social forward, option B, microsites, option C, Facebook like, option D, content detective, and option E, forward to a friend. The correct option is option A, B, and E. Thank you. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are covering the questions and answer on Marketing Cloud Email Specialist. To find the complete list of questions and answer, please go to the playlist link provided in the description. If you are looking for any particular certification which is currently not available on our channel, please mention that in the comment section. Our team will prioritize those. Now, the question is, where can a marketer go to learn more information about using APIs? Choose two options, and the options are option A, help exacttarget.com, option B, the administration tab, option C, code.exacttarget.com, and option D, help and training portal. The correct option is option A and C. Next question is, Northern Trail Outfitters NTO branding guidelines require heavy use of imagery on its website, apps, emails, ads, etc. What are two ways that NTO can optimize its email design to honor branding guidelines and ensure subscribers are getting the best experience possible? Choose two options. And the options are option A, add background colors that match branding, option B, style alt text for when images do not display automatically, option C, use custom corporate font to match NTO brand, and option D, make the email completely image based. The correct option is option B and D. Next question is, a marketer has been tasked with ensuring Northern Trail Outfitters unsubscribe mechanisms are can spam complaint and follow industry best practices. Which two criteria should the marketer incorporate into campaigns to ensure complaints and align with current best practices? Choose two options. And the options are option A, ensure opt out mechanisms are operational for at least 30 days post send. Option B, process every individual's unsubscribe request within 14 business days. Option C, include an unsubscribe link in the header or footer of emails. And option D, ask the subscriber to log in to the preference center to confirm opt out. The correct option is Option A and C. Next question is, which file type delimiter is available in the import wizard? Choose three options. And the options are option A pipe, option B other, option C comma, option D fixed length, and option E tab. The correct option is option A, C and E. Next question is, Northern Trail Outfitters has a master customer list in a shared data extension. The company wants to make the list available to some but not all of the business units, which feature can be used to restrict users from a business unit from accessing the master customer list. Options are option A business unit access permissions, option B date or time range pro access, option C shared data extension, and option D user roles and permissions. The correct option is option A. Next question is, a marketer is completing a send preview based on a pre-deployment checklist. What task is validated during the send preview? Options are option A confirm that each content area specified in the dynamic content rules exists. Option B identify phrases like click here or free that could be marked as spam. Option C ensure subscribers status at the time of send is subscribed as bounced. And option D ensure subscribers have not unsubscribed or are undeliverable. The correct option is option A. Next question is, Northern Trail Outfitters NTO wants to ensure its emails are meeting subscriber expectations and intacting engagement. Which two best practices should NTO employ when sending email? Choose two options. And the options are option A send generic content to appeal to all audiences. Option B send multiple emails a day to keep the brand top of mind. Option C set cadence expectations up front with subscribers. And option D use subscribers' data to dynamically populate email content. The correct option is option A and D. Next question is, which recipient option is available with simple send? Choose two options. And the options are option A group, option B data filter, option C data extension, and option D audience. And last option E list. The correct option is option A and E. Next question is, Northern Trail Outfitters wants to make sure that a first name and last name are always included when importing subscribers to a data extension. How can a marketer ensure that subscribers are imported with data in both of these fields? Options are option A, make the first name and last name columns primary keys. Option B, ensure the nullable property is unchecked for the first name and the last name columns. Option C, check the nullable property for the first name and the last name columns. And option D, set up a default value for the column. The correct option is option A. Next question is, a marketer wants to use personalization strings to create individualized content for an upcoming send. What would the marketer need to know to understand how to use personalization strings? Choose three options. And the options are option A, personalization strings are case sensitive. Option B, personalization strings are noted by two sets of double percent symbols. Option C, personalization strings can appear in the subject line or body of the email. And option D, when using subscriber data, the attribute or field should have a default value. And option E, personalization strings are limited to profile attributes. The correct option is option A, B, and D. Next question is, Northern Trail Outfitters NTO is launching a custom corporate branded apparel website. They are concerned about the new initiatives campaign impacting deliverability on its consumer retail sense. NTO has purchased a second IP address to be used for the corporate site's email sending. What feature would the NTO administrator use to specify which IP address is used for retail versus corporate? Options are option A, sender profile. Option B, send classification. Option C, delivery profile. And option D, send definition. The correct option is option C. Next question is, as part of daily shipping notification automation, Northern Trail Outfitters needs to join data from the shipping data extension and the purchase data extension. What activity is designed to address this scenario? Options are option A, SQL query activity. Option B, filter activity. Option C, group refresh. And option D, file transfer activity. The correct option is option A. Next question is, what is a purpose of marking an attribute as hidden? Options are option A, the attribute is not available for CAN spam complaints. Option B, the attribute is not available to store data. Option C, the attribute is not available to other users in the account. And option D, the attribute is not available to subscribers on the profile center. The correct option is option D. Thank you. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are covering the questions and answer on Marketing Cloud Email Specialist. To find the complete list of questions and answer, please go to the playlist link provided in the description. If you find this video helpful, please let us know in the comment section. We really appreciate if you like and subscribe to our channel. Now, the question is, an email marketer is writing the next send subject line. What can the marketer do to make the subject line more effective? Choose two options, and the options are option A or B test the effectiveness of different subjects. Option B, include information relevant to the message in the subject line. Option C, include RE, FWD, etc. to get readers' attention. And option D, keep the subject text between 50 to 100 characters long. The correct option is option A and B. Next question is, Northern Train Outfitters wants the from name on the monthly newsletter to come from a specific user who is set up in the marketing cloud. Which feature would be used to set up this from name selection? Options are option A, sender profile, option B, content information, option C, can spam classification, and option D, delivery profile. The correct option is option A. Next question is, a new data extension named orders contains order data. One row is recorded for each customer's order. Customers can place multiple orders. The data extension orders relates to other data extensions. The data extension orders contains the following fields: order number, a unique alphanumeric order number customer ID, a numeric customer identification number, order date, the system date and time for the order instructions, and optional alphanumeric string that contains customer delivery notes, which statement accurately reflects the configuration of the order's data extension. Options are option A, the order number field will be a number data type field. Option B, all fields in the data extension are nullable. Option C, customer ID will be used as the primary key. And option D, order number will be used as the primary key. The correct option is option D. Next question is, a marketer sends an email to a sendable data extension that contains a customer ID field with a numeric data type that relates to the subscriber key in all subscribers as a send relationship. What is a true statement about the email send behavior for any subscriber who currently does not exist in all subscribers. Choose two options. And the options are option A, the primary key and demographic data will be added to all subscribers. Option B, the subscriber will be added to all subscribers with a status of active. Option C, the email send will fail. And option D, the email address and subscriber key will be added to all subscribers. The correct option is option B and D. Next question is, Northern Trade Outfitters is using a smart capture form on a cloud page to capture contest registrations in a data extension. Corporate has requested a nightly file with all registrants in this data extension be sent daily from Marketing Cloud to an external SFTP. What automation configuration should be used to achieve these? Options are option A, schedule starting source, data extract activity, file transfer activity. Option B, file drop starting source, SQL query activity, file transfer activity. Option C, schedule starting source, SQL query activity, file transfer activity. And option D, file drop starting source, data extract activity, file transfer activity. The correct option is option B. Next question is, which segment can be manually refreshed under Actions? Choose two options. And the options are option A, random group, option B, filtered data extension, option C, standard data extension populated by a query, and option D, filtered group. The correct option is option B and D. Next question is, what occurs in an Enterprise 2.0 account when a subscriber clicks the default one-click unsubscribe link in an email? Choose two options. And the options are option A, the subscriber is unsubscribed from the publication list applied to the send. Option B, the subscriber is added to the Enterprise Global Unsubscribe list. Option C, the subscriber is deleted completely from the sending account. And option D, the subscriber is removed from the list used for the send. The correct option is option A and D. Next question is, Northern Trail Outfitters NTO just hired a new associate who is brand new to email marketing to start creating and deploying the company's monthly campaigns. NTO wants to ensure no mistakes are made. Which two elements of the send can be reviewed with approvals? Choose two options. And the options are option A, hyperlinks, option B, subject line. Option C, from name. And option D, send count. The correct option is option B and C. Next question is, after receiving a GDPR, right to be forgotten, request from their complaints team, a marketer must remove a contact from Email Studio. Where should this action be initiated in Marketing Cloud? Options are option A, Contact Builder, Contracts Configuration. Option B, Email Studio, All Subscribers. Option C, Administration, Contacts. And option D, Contact Builder, All Contacts. The correct option is option A. Next question is, which strategy will improve email deliverability? Choose three options. And the options are option A, purge old or inactive email addresses. Option B, purchase lists from companies that guarantee users have opted in. Option C, ensure the spam complaint rate is between 1% and 3%. Option D, authenticate email to distinguish it from spammers. And option E, encourage subscribers to add the company's sending domain to their address books. The correct option is option A, D, and E. Thank you. Back to the channel. Today we are covering the questions and answer on Marketing Cloud Email Specialist. To find the complete list of questions and answer, please go to the playlist link provided in the description. Our team is working hard to keep the content up to date. If you find this video helpful, please let us know in the comments section. We really appreciate if you like and subscribe to our channel. Now, the question is, the marketing team would like to refresh a filtered data extension on a recurring basis by using a data filter named Pref1 Tech. How can this process be automated? Options are option A, create a filter activity that selects the Pref1 Tech data filter and then add the filter activity to an automation. Option B, create a filtered data extension activity that selects the Pref1 Tech data filter and then add the filtered data extension activity to an automation. Option C, set a refresh schedule on a new filtered data extension and select the Pref1 Tech data filter. And option D, add the Pref1 Tech data filter to an automation. The correct option is option A. Next question is, as part of a weekly email automation, a client needs to segment data in a data extension. Which activity is designed to address this scenario? Options are option A, import activity, option B, file transfer activity, option C, group refresh, and option D, query activity. The correct option is option D. Next question is Northern Trail Outfitters NTO is currently sending out a single welcome email when a subscriber joins its My NTO Rewards program. NTO wants to test whether 1, 2, or 3 welcome emails would result in a higher rate of conversion. How can this be accomplished most efficiently? Options are option a series of A or B tests to determine the number of emails. Option B, Automation Studio with 3 separate welcome automations. Option C, Journey Builder using a random split with 3 branches. And option D, Journey Builder using a decision split with 3 branches. The correct option is option A. Next question is an email marketer needs a point and click tool to create a segment based on everyone who lives in a 5-mile radius of a specific zip code and to see an accurate count of subscribers in real time. What solution meets this specification? Options are option A, SQL query activity, option B, contact builder, option C, audience builder, and option D, data filters. The correct option is option B. Next question is which feature can segment on behavioral data? Options are option A, data filter, option B, data extension, option C, import activity, and option D, tracking. The correct option is option A. Next question is which metric is the measure of emails rejected by a server due to permanent conditions such as user unknown or domain not found? Options are option A, soft bounce, option B, validation error, option C, unsubscribed, and option D, hard bounce. The correct option is option D. Next question is what is a personalization string? Options are option a snippet of text that inserts subscriber attributes into an email. Option B, an automated way of scraping a website for content to populate inside of an email. Option C, the snippet of text at the top of the email that is visible before an email has been opened. And option D, a content area that will display based on a subscriber attribute. The correct option is option A. Next question is a marketing team is creating a new data extension. The data extension configuration is very similar to a data extension that is already in use? What creation method should the team use to create the new data extension? Options are: option A, create from template; option B, create from new; option C, create from a filtered data extension; and option D, create from existing. The correct option is option D. Next question is: a marketer would like to install the Salesforce Marketing Cloud Connector. Where can an installation guide be found? Options are: option A, App Exchange; option B, Help and Training Portal; option C, help.exacttarget.com; and option D, code.exacttarget.com. The correct option is option A. Next question is: which combination of audiences can be selected in the recipient section for a specific send? Options are: option A, lists and audiences; option B, contacts or audiences; option C, list or data extensions; and option D, lists and data extensions. The correct option is option C. Next question is: a marketer wants to ensure that customers on a list want to be email subscribers. Additionally, the marketer wants to minimize the number of invalid email addresses on the list and add a level of security when using web collect functionality. What is the optimal way to accomplish this task? Options are: option A, send a welcome email to subscribers within 24 hours that includes a link to the website, a link to the terms and condition page, and a customer service number. Option B, configure web collect to return an error message for any email address and does not conform to standard conventions. Option C, add new subscribers to an automated engagement campaign and then send a series of welcome emails based on their opens and clicks. Option D, create a double opt-in campaign that requires subscribers to confirm their email address by clicking a link in an email they receive after subscribing via Web Collect. The correct option is option D. Next question is: a marketer wants to ensure that emails follow the basic brand guidelines. Which feature helps ensure emails have the correct layout and logos? Options are: option A, email templates; option B, preference management; option C, portfolio; and option D, data extensions. The correct option is option A. Next question is: what is an automation studio activity? Choose three options, and the options are: option A, wait activity; option B, send email; option C, triggered send; option D, transfer file activity; and option E, A or B, test send activity. The correct option is option A, B, and D. Next question is, which method of storing subscribers' information allows a marketer to easily create different subscribers that subscribers can opt into from the default subscription center? Options are: option A, lists and data extensions; option B, active audiences; option C, lists; and option D, data extensions. The correct option is option A. Thank you. To the channel. Today we are covering the questions and answer on Marketing Cloud Email Specialist. To find the complete list of questions and answer, please go to the playlist link provided in the description. Our team is working hard to keep the content up to date. If you find this video helpful, please let us know in the comment section. We really appreciate if you like and subscribe to our channel. Now, the question is, when building content for an email, what would a marketer consider in the call to action? Choose two options, and the options are: option A call to action can be text or an image based button; option B, a call to action should be direct and action oriented; option C, a call to action below the fold performs best; and option D, text buttons receive more clicks than graphics. The correct option is option C and D. Next question is, Northern Trail Outfitters (NTO) finds 57% of its subscribers read emails on smartphones. Because of this, NTO wants to enhance its email viewing experience by thinking mobile first. NTO has the resources to write the HTML and CSS code needed to create responsively designed emails. Which option would add the code that was created outside of the Salesforce Marketing Cloud to the email? Options are: option A, web based; option B, text only; option C, template based; and option D, HTML paste. The correct option is option D. Next question is, Northern Trail Outfitters has a master customer shared data extension. The company wants to make the table available to some of the business units but not all of them. How can access to the master customer table be restricted? Options are: option A, shared data extension permissions; option B, date or time range for access; option C, data extension sharing rules; and option D, manage data extension policies. The correct option is option C. Next question is, Northern Trail Outfitters wants to display different content areas based on the subscriber data. What can be used to accomplish this? Choose two options, and the options are: option A, profile mapping; option B, AMP script; option C, dynamic content; and option D, personalization strings. The correct option is option C and D. Next question is, a company has set out to increase their subscriber base. They hired a team of marketing consultants to develop an acquisition plan backed by data? What are two effective methods to acquire new subscribers? Choose two options. And the options are: option A, require customers to provide their email address when calling customer service. Option B, create an in-store SMS campaign that offers a discount for opting in. Option C, have customers opt in to email before they can shop online. And option D, ask for an email address when a customer makes a purchase in store. The correct option is option C and D. Next question is: a marketing team needs to narrow down a customer population of several million subscribers based on e-commerce order details and rapidly explore the data to find appropriate segments. How can segmentation with this scenario be accomplished? Options are: option A, data extract activity; option B, audience builder; option C, drag and drop segmentation; and option D, profile attributes. The correct option is option C. Next question is: approximately 50% of Northern Trail Outfitters (NTO) subscribers open emails on their mobile devices, while the remaining 50% of subscribers open their emails on their desktop. The Chief Marketing Officer of NTO would like the emails to render well on both desktop and mobile devices, but does not want to spend a significant amount of time developing for each environment. What is the recommended design approach? Options are: option A, mobile aware design; option B, desktop centric design; option C, responsive design; and option D, static design. The correct option is option A. Next question is: a marketing associate at Northern Trail Outfitters must create an email campaign for the company's new winter offerings. Which method could the associate use to create the email message? Choose two options, and the options are: option A, email send wizard; option B, user initiated email message; option C, email templates; and option D, HTML paste. The correct option is option C and D. Next question is: a marketer for Northern Trail Outfitters (NTO) needs to dynamically update the sender name and email address based on the sales representative associated with the account. The data is stored in two separate data extensions. Which two tools should the marketer use? Choose two options, and the options are: option A, personalization strings; option B, delivery profiles; option C, AMP script lookup; and option D, sender profiles. The correct option is option B and C. Next question is: an account has a subscriber key enabled and will be providing a unique key for each subscriber from an external system. A marketer wants to create a data extension for sending email campaigns. What steps would the marketer take when creating the data extensions? Choose two options, and the options are: option A, check the is sendable option? Option B. Set the column representing the subscriber key as a primary key. Option C. Set the email address column as a primary key. And option D. Relate the email address to the subscriber key. The correct option is option A and D. Next question is, which is fundamental component of coding responsive emails? Options are option A CSS3 @media queries, option B span tags, option C SQL queries, and option D anchor tags. The correct option is option A. Next question is, what happens when subscribers click the default one-click unsubscribe in an email sent to a public list? Choose three options. And the options are option A, they will be unsubscribed from all available lists. Option B, they can resubscribe from the subscription center. Option C, they can choose to be unsubscribed from all lists in the subscription center. Option D, they will be unsubscribed from the list used for the sent. And option E, they will be removed from the data extension. The correct option is option B, C, and D. Next question is, what must be configured in a marketing cloud account to use the import wizard? Options are option A, enhanced FTP, option B, file transfer, option C, data loader, and option D, encrypted FTP. The correct option is option A. Next question is, what information and data about the performance of an individual send can be exported from the tracking details? Options are option A, subscribers who click on a specific link. Option B, images showing how the email rendered on different devices. Option C, number of clicks from mobile devices. And option D, performance data on the overview tab. The correct option is option A and C. Thank you. Back to the channel. Today we are covering the questions and answer on Marketing Cloud Email Specialist. To find the complete list of questions and answer, please go to the playlist link provided in the description. Our team is working hard to keep the content up to date. If you find this video helpful, please let us know in the comment section. We really appreciate if you like and subscribe to our channel. Now, the question is, a marketer at Northern Trail Outfitters NTO has been tasked with growing its email subscriber audience. Which three best practices should the marketer keep in mind while trying to acquire new email subscribers? Choose three options, and the options are option A, tell customers why they want to receive NTO emails. Option B, set expectations on send frequency and schedule. Option C, automatically opt in all new customers. And option D, ask for detailed demographic informations. And option E, use explicit opt-in for any new web sign-ups. The correct option is option C, D, and E. Next question is, a marketer is updating a data extension by manually importing a file. The marketer wants to ensure only new records are added to the data extension during the import process. In which two ways should the data extension and import be configured? Choose two options. And the options are: option A, select the update type overwrite. Option B, ensure the data extension has a primary key. Option C, select the update type add and update. And option D, select the update type add only. The correct option is option B and C. Next question is: Northern Trail Outfitters (NTO) is implementing and marketing cloud and is unsure whether to use lists or data extensions. Their consultant recommended they use data extensions. Which three considerations did the consultant take into account when recommending a data extension based model over lists? Choose three options, and the options are: option A, NTO needs flexible data storage. Option B, NTO will be using Journey Builder. Option C, NTO is storing product and store data. Option D, NTO has fewer than 15 data points. And option E, NTO has fewer than 250,000 subscribers. The correct option is option A, B, and C. Next question is: a new marketing manager at Northern Trail Outfitters (NTO) has been asked to evaluate whether to use HTML emails or templates for weekly newsletter sends, which are created by a marketing coordinator with limited coding ability. While NTO has HTML developers on staff, their time is not guaranteed on an ongoing basis. Which two characteristics of templates would benefit NTO when creating its weekly newsletter in Content Builder? Choose two options, and the options are: option A, emails can be formatted for desktop and mobile without extra coding. Option B, one template can only be used for one email, maintaining brand standards. Option C, HTML developers are needed to build templates but not emails. And option D, templates provide the ability to create email messages using content blocks. The correct option is option A and D. Next question is: a subscriber unsubscribes upon receiving an email from Northern Rail Outfitters. At the bottom of the NTO email, the subscriber sees three links: manage subscriptions, profile center, and one click unsubscribe. The subscriber clicks one click unsubscribe. Given that NTO is using the default subscription center, which two options are given when the subscriber clicks one click unsubscribe? Choose two options, and the options are: option A, subscriber can choose to resubscribe to the list used for the send. Option B, subscriber can choose to be unsubscribed from all NTO publications. Option C, subscriber can choose which publications to unsubscribe from. And option D, subscriber can choose to be removed from the data extension. The correct option is option B and C. Next question is: a local restaurant chain wants to send an email to customers 7 days prior to their birthday. The restaurant has one non-technical marketer who has limited experience with the marketing cloud. The owner wants the birthday email campaign to start tomorrow. Which tool can the non-technical marketer use most easily to segment and send the birthday email? Options are: option A, user initiated email. Option B, query activity. Option C, playbooks. And option D, automation studio. The correct option is option C. Next question is: Northern Trail Outfitters wants to grow its email subscriber list. Which best practice can the company use to increase the number of subscribers? Choose two options, and the options are: option A, offer email opt-in when customers create an account. Option B, use incentives such as a discount or free shipping to encourage opt-in. Option C, capture email addresses through the use of browser cookies. And option D, send emails to a purchase list with a request to opt in. The correct option is option A and B. Next question is, what is triggered automation? Options are: option A, an automation that is triggered based on a schedule that has been defined. Option B, an automation that is initiated when a designated value in a data extension is changed. Option C, an automation that is initiated when a file is dropped into a designated enhanced FTP folder. And option D, an automation that triggers an email to be sent based on a user initiated email definition. The correct option is option C. Next question is, which two best practices should the customer follow to ensure marketers across the company are taking full advantage of Content Builder? Choose two options, and the options are: option A, plan for content to be used cross-channel, eliminating duplicates. Option B, create folders for each type of uploaded content. Option C, import all content upfront rather than piece by piece. Option D, optimize the way content is stored with a naming convention. The correct option is option A and D. Next question is, Northern Trail Outfitters is looking at using Journey Builder rather than Automation Studio to send emails. What are three benefits of using Journey Builder? Choose three options, and the options are: option A, updating or creating Salesforce CRM objects or records. Option B, extracting data from an audience data extension for analysis. Option C, A or B or N, testing as part of the workflow to conduct timing and creative tests. Option D, criteria settings to segment contact based on behavior using SQL. And option E, goal setting to have the system listen to see if users met the goal. The correct option is option C, D, and E. Next question is, Northern Trail Outfitters send order confirmation to customers who have made online purchases. Delivery of these emails must follow the transactional CAN spam requirements. What feature should the marketer use? Options are: option A, delivery profile. Option B, sender profile. Option C, send classification. And option D, send definition. The correct option is option A. Next question is, a bank wants to send a series of emails to customers who open a new savings account. The first email is sent immediately after the account is opened to confirm the action. The second email is sent one day after the account is opened. The third email is sent 5 days after the account is opened only, if the customer has not made a new deposit. The final email is sent 10 days after the account has been opened and the customer still has not made a deposit, or 8 days after the customer opened the account and made a deposit but has not opened any emails. The data is stored in two data extensions. The bank has two versions of each email. English, and Spanish. The bank wants to automate sending the emails. Which process could the bank use? Options are: Option A, use query activities. Option B, use drag and drop segmentation to create data filters. Option C, create a data relationship and a measure. Use drag and drop segmentation to create data filters and use filter activities. And option D, use drag and drop segmentation to create data filters and the use filter activities. The correct option is option C and D. Thank you. The channel. Today we are covering the questions and answer on Marketing Cloud Email Specialist. To find the complete list of questions and answer, please go to the playlist link provided in the description. If you are looking for any particular certification which is currently not available on our channel, please mention that in the comment section. Our team will prioritize those. Now, the question is, which send process can use sender profiles? Choose three options, and the options are: Option A, simple automated sends. Option B, guided sends. Option C, user initiated sends. And option D, test sends. Last, option E, triggered sends. The correct option is option A, B, and E. Next question is, Northern Trail Outfitters (NTO) specializes in delivering snack boxes to its members. NTO offers a 90-day trial on the snack boxes. NTO would like to send out a series of emails to educate and remind members to purchase the snack box subscriptions before the 90-day trial ends. Which tool is recommended for this scenario? Options are: Option A, triggered emails. Option B, automation studio. Option C, guided send. And option D, playbooks. The correct option is option D. Next question is, a marketing associate at Northern Trail Outfitters must design an email campaign for the company's new winter offerings. Which email design best practice would the associate implement in this campaign? Options are: Option A, limit the email text to 250 words. Option B, personalize the email content. Option C, segment the audience for the email. And option D, use an infographic email template. The correct option is option B. Next question is, which type of content can an email content box contain? Choose three options. Options are: Option A, dynamic. Option B, static. Option C, freelance. Option D, A or B, testing. And option E, smart capture. The correct option is option A, B, and D. Next question. A marketer wants to override the data in data extension on a daily basis using Automation Studio. What can the marketer do to accomplish this task? Options are: Option A, create an import activity and execute it manually. Option B, create and import activity to use in a workflow in Automation Studio. Option C, create and import using the import wizard in the email application. And option D, create and import using the import wizard in Automation Studio. The correct option is option B. Next question is, a marketer is building in a highly personalized email that is sent daily to 1 million subscribers. The data needed for the email is located in several data extensions. What feature should the marketer use to merge the data into a single data extension to improve sending? Options are option A, profile management, option B, file triggers, option C, SQL query activities, and option D, data filters. The correct option is option C. Next question is, which statement regarding editing an email template is true? Choose two options, and the options are option A, updating an email to reflect changes made in its template can be done in the email properties. Option B, changes to a template cannot be made once it is saved in the application. Option C, changes to a template are automatically inherited in emails built from that template. And option D, a template does not automatically affect emails created from that template. The correct option is option A and D. Next question is, how are the test audiences for an A or B test selected? Choose two options, and the options are option A, the test administrator chooses which subscriber to place in each audience. Option B, the system automatically uses 15% of the population for each audience. Option C, the system randomly places target subscribers into the selected audiences. And option D, the test administrator selects a percentage or a fixed number of target subscribers from the total for each audience. The correct option is option C and D. Next question is, where can a marketer see the performance summary of a recent email sent? Options are option A, summary tab, option B, job links tab within tracking, option C, overview tab within tracking, and option D, send performance tab. The correct option is option C. Next question is, Northern Trail Outfitters wants to use something other than an email address to identify subscribers. What functionality can be used to accommodate this? Options are option A, subscriber key, option B, subscriber attributes, option C, system preferences, and option D, primary key. The correct option is option A. Thank you.